International Cricket Council has delivered a blunt message to Bangladesh. Cricket Board has said that there will be no relocation of their ICC T20 World Cup matches, rejecting Bangladesh's request to move their 2026 T20 World Cup fixtures out of India. The ICC said that the tournament will proceed strictly as scheduled with or without Bangladesh's participation. Sources confirmed that the ICC held a virtual meeting with the Bangladesh Cricket Board on Tuesday, and cricket's world governing body firmly asserted that security arrangements in India are robust and comprehensive. The ICC maintained that Bangladesh, like any other participating nation, faces no extraordinary threat while playing in India. The warning was unambiguous. Bangladesh's senior men's team must travel to India for its scheduled matches or risk losing crucial World Cup points. Further consequences, sources say, have not been ruled out. Now, an official ICC statement is expected in the coming days. Bangladesh had earlier cited safety and security concerns, declaring that the team would not travel to India under current conditions for the T20 World Cup, which is being jointly hosted by India and Sri Lanka. Bangladesh are scheduled to open its World Cup campaign on 7th February at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata against the West Indies, followed by matches against Italy and England, and before moving to Mumbai to face Nepal. The standoff essentially comes amid rising diplomatic and political tensions. Bangladeshi pacer Mustafizur Rahman was removed from the Kolkata Knight Riders roster following an advisory from the Indian Cricket Board. The move followed strong objections in India over atrocities and killings of minority Hindus in Bangladesh. While the ICC is yet to go public, its private stance is unmistakable. Bangladesh will not dictate terms. The ball is now firmly in their court. Play or pay the price. Meanwhile, the Bangladesh Cricket Board has stated that the ICC is willing to work closely with it to address security concerns regarding the team's participation in the T20 World Cup. The BCB also said that the ICC has responded to its request to relocate Bangladesh's T20 World Cup matches outside India and assured that the concerns would be addressed as part of the detailed security planning for the tournament. Additionally, the BCB rejected the reports claiming that the ICC had told it to either participate according to the scheduled fixture or forfeit its games. Now, the Indian sports presenter Ridhima Pathak has clarified that she was not removed from the Bangladesh Premier League presentation panel, countering reports that claimed she was dropped from the broadcast team. Now, in a detailed Instagram post, Pathak said she voluntarily chose to step away from the BPL amid recent developments and prevailing national sentiments. She stressed that the decision was personal, adding that her nation comes first and that she values the game of cricket beyond any single assignment. Pathak said that she has always worked in the sport with honesty, respect and passion, and reaffirmed that her commitment to integrity and transparency is where her decision comes against the backdrop of rising political and cricketing tensions between India and Bangladesh. Relations have been strained following the removal of Bangladeshi pacer Mustafizur Rahman from the Kolkata Knight Riders squad over reported security concerns. The standoff escalated after the Bangladesh Cricket Board wrote to the ICC, raising safety concerns over touring India for the upcoming T20 World Cup and seeking venue changes. Moving on is where a shocking allegation from Hubballi has come in today that has shaken the city. A BJP activist claims that she was stripped and assaulted by police during official work. The incident has sparked outrage and the party is gearing up for protests. In Hubballi, BJP worker Sujata Handi has alleged that she was stripped and assaulted by police officials while accompanying them during a voter list revision in the Keshwapur Ranna area. Sources say a verbal argument escalated into a physical clash. The incident has triggered strong reactions from the BJP. Party leaders have condemned the alleged atrocities and announced plans for a protest outside Keshwapur police station. The protest is expected to take place shortly. Meanwhile, Keshwapur police officials arrived in Hubballi to meet Chief Minister Siddharamaiah. Woman PSI Kalavati and Constable Rekha Hasaraddi were reportedly granted permission by the airport police staff to brief the Chief Minister about the incident. The controversy began after a complaint was filed by a Congress corporator, following which the police arrested the woman. And during the arrest, the woman reportedly resisted and has alleged that she was stripped and assaulted. Disturbing visuals from the scene show a scuffle and the woman shouting. Both a complaint and a counter-complaint have been filed in connection with the incident, triggering political tensions and allegations of high-handedness against the police. However, the police have denied the allegations, claiming that the woman removed her clothes herself, stating that female police personnel were present during the arrest and that the incident occurred while she was boarding a police vehicle. Reacting to the incident, BJP leader Shehzad Poonawala condemned what he called a serious lapse and raised concerns over women's safety, demanding accountability.
हमारे घर के पास हम लोग बैठे थे, मम्मी घर के पास बाहर, फिर उस पुलिस लोग 30 लोग आए सर, पुलिस लोग आके सुजाता को हमको सबको बुला के अंदर लेकर गए सर। सुजाता पर आया, अंदर लेकर गया, फिर सुजाता ऊपर उन लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, पुलिस लोग को अंदर गए, बाद में उसको कपड़ा साड़ी बीड़ी सब काट के उसको बहुत टॉर्चर करे सर, मारा, लात मारे उन लोग। हम लोग बोले हम लोग छोड़ रहे मैडम, हमको क्या बोलूं नको, हम लोग गाड़ी में बैठे, उसको छोड़ो मेरे बान को, बहुत गंदा करे सर मेरे बान को उन लोग। वो मेरा बान बोल रहा है, मेरा बान हमको क्या भी त्रास होता बल्कि मेरा बान उनको क्या भी बोले नहीं, उसका त्रास की वजह से उनको उन्हें चापे हमारे पुलिस को, हमारे बाल तभी बाल पकड़ के मेरे बाल को कपड़ा पूरा उन लोग को खोला, पुलिस लोग, लेडीज पुलिस भी है, जेंट्स पुलिस भी है। हम लोग बोल रहे सर उनको कपड़ा क्या तो डालो हमारे बाल को, फिर उन लोग बोल रहे तेरा बाल का इज्जत पूरा जाना का इधर क्या, तेरा बाल हमारे ऊपर बहुत, ये पुलिस स्टेशन में कंप्लेंट दिया, फिर उस वर्ण के ऊपर भी कंप्लेंट दिया, ये हम लोग अभी तेरे बाल को छोड़ने वाला नहीं, उसको कपड़ा पूरा उन लोग ही सिखा रहे सर, बहुत मारा मेरे बाल को, गंदा गंदा बात कर रहा है, हमको भी, हमारे भाई को भी, सब लोग को भी, उन लोग को बहुत टॉर्चर कर रहा है मेरे बाल को, तो उसको तो लात पाऊ के ऊपर भी लात मारा बूट से, पुलिस लोग मांगता तो उन लोग को स्कैनिंग करके बोलो सर, उसका पाऊ भी ये हुआ पैचर हुआ सर। हम लोग बोला हम लोग गाड़ी में बैठे, हमको क्या बोलूं नको बोले तभी नहीं छोड़े सर पुलिस लोग।
This is coming from Karnataka, where the Karnataka police have allegedly stripped and torn the clothes of a woman who happens to be a BJP Karyakarta. Whatever be the provocation, how can the police resort to this? And if the police is resorting to this, what will happen to the safety and security of women? No wonder in Karnataka, ever since Congress party government has come, women's safety has gone completely out of the window. Whether it is the woman who has been killed from the Dalit community by a jihadi, whether it is the gang rape of minors, whether it is the gang rape of a housewife inside her house, gang rape of an Israeli tourist, molestation of women on the broad daylight in the streets, and then when the Home Minister is asked, he says such incidents take place. Where is ladki hu lad sakti hu kehne wali Priyanka Vadra? If this is the state of affairs where the cops are themselves doing this kind of treatment to women, then imagine what will happen to women's safety. Actually, in Karnataka, Congress party is not bothered at all about the people or about women's safety, security, law and order, infrastructure, potholes. They are only bothered about their seat and satta.
She was arrested in one of the cases lodged by one of the localite in attempt murder case, where she has brutally attacked the other person and tried to very brutally attack that person. In that case, she was arrested. While the arrest process was to be on, there was a lot of resistance from her and also from people who are connected with her. And a separate case by the police was registered on that day. And in the process, she has bite one of our sub-inspector, and 3 to 4 of our staff were very badly assaulted, and they were obstructed from performing their duty.
ನೋಡಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಕಳೆದ 2 ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಘಟನೆ ಬಹಳ ಹೇಯ ಕೃತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಕಸ್ಟಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಹಿಳೆನ ವಿವಸ್ತ್ರ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲಾಖೆ ಉತ್ತರಿಸತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಒದಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು 4 ಜನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರ ಕಪಿಮುಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆಯ ಘನತೆ ಗೌರವ ಏನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಭಾಳ ಖಂಡನೀಯ ಐತಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೇಶವಪುರ PI ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ್ ಅವರು ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನುವಂಥ ಆಗ್ರಹವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Well, they say all is well in love and war. And when it comes to the political battleground in Maharashtra, something similar was witnessed between the Congress and the BJP, the political arch rival. Now, in a stunning twist in Maharashtra politics, there were shockwaves as local netas from both the BJP and the Congress claimed that they joined hands to edge out the Shiv Sena in the Ambernath Municipal Council. The two parties seen as not just political rivals but also ideological arch rivals. Hours after news came through that the BJP and the Congress top brass both sprung into damage control mode. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis was fast to crack the whip, expressing strong displeasure and has directed BJP units to immediately end their alliance with the Congress in Ambernath and with the AIMIM in Akola, calling it untenable. The Congress moved swiftly and suspended its Ambernath block president Ridhima Patel for forging an unauthorized alliance with the BJP. The party said it learnt about the alliance through media reports, calling it a serious breach of discipline. Congress also suspended 12 newly elected councillors in Maharashtra's Ambernath Municipal Council from the party for forming alliance with the BJP. Now, there were shockwaves earlier as surprise BJP-Congress-NCP arrangement in Ambernath pushed out the Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena from the municipal council. But looks like the netas do see ideology before power.
देखो, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ये डबल स्टैंडर्ड पार्टी है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने मीरा भाईंदर में MIM के साथ अलायंस किया और भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अमरनाथ में कांग्रेस के साथ अलायंस किया. अमरनाथ में मोदी जी का नारा क्या है? कांग्रेस मुक्त भारत करूंगा. और महाराष्ट्र में बीजेपी वाले कांग्रेस के साथ अलायंस कर रहे हैं. तो मैंने कहा ना, ये दो मुंह वाले डबल स्टैंडर्ड लोग हैं, उनके ऊपर विश्वास मत रखो. अब उनके पार्टी में अजित पवार है. अजित पवार वीर सावरकर के विचारों को नहीं मानते, खुलेआम बोले, फिर भी उनके सरकार में है. लेकिन सावरकर के बारे में ज्ञान किसको देंगे? तो शिवसेना को देंगे और किसी और को देंगे. लेकिन वीर सावरकर को नहीं मानने वाले अजित पवार आपके साथ सरकार में बैठे हैं. निकाल दो उनको सरकार से. अगर सावरकर के ऊपर इतना ही प्यार आपका है, हाँ, तो उनको सरकार से निकाल दीजिए.
शिवसेना और भारतीय जनता पार्टी गए कई सालों से एक साथ है. कई सालों से ये महायुति है, केंद्र में भी है, राज्य में भी है. और आज मुंबई म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन हो, थाना हो, कल्याण डोंबिवली हो, सभी पर है. सभी जगह पर लोकल लेवल पर भी महायुति होनी चाहिए. ऐसा प्रयास जो है हमारा हमेशा रहा है. नगर परिषद में युति नहीं हुई, लेकिन महानगर पालिका में मैक्सिमम जगह पर ये युति हो, क्योंकि युति के कार्यकर्ता हमेशा लोकसभा हो या विधानसभा हो एक साथ आकर काम करते हैं. जब कार्यकर्ता का चुनाव होता है तब कार्यकर्ता को ऐसा लगता है कि तभी भी महायुति होनी चाहिए. तो इसलिए महायुति मैक्सिमम जगह पर है. अभी अंबरनाथ नगर परिषद में जो गठबंधन यहाँ पर हुआ है उसके बारे में अगर आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेताओं को अगर पूछोगे तो वो अच्छे से आपको जवाब दे पाएंगे कि उन्होंने कांग्रेस के साथ जो है अलायंस क्यों किया. तो मुझे लगता है कि हमेशा शिवसेना ने अंबरनाथ में डेवलपमेंट की राजनीति की है. इस आने वाले समय में भी डेवलपमेंट की राजनीति करेगा.
Now in Shambhajinagar, the AIMIM is facing internal turmoil as two factions of the party clashed violently over internal disagreements. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. where AIMIM is facing some serious difficulty as far as internal turmoil is concerned in Sambhajinagar. The scuffle reportedly broke out due to disputes over ticket distribution. Well, we get you some big breaking news at this point in time, where a senior Congress leader in Maharashtra has died after being stabbed inside a mosque in Akola district. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. It has triggered shock and grief across political circles. Maharashtra Congress Vice President Hidayatullah Patel, aged 66 years old, succumbed to his injuries on Wednesday morning while undergoing treatment. Police said that Patel was attacked with a sharp weapon on Tuesday afternoon, shortly after offering namaz at a mosque in Mohalla village. According to the police, the attack took place around 1:30 p.m. and was allegedly carried out due to an old enmity. The accused has since been arrested, and further investigation is underway to establish the full sequence of events and motive behind the killing. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time as political temperatures heat up in Maharashtra ahead of the civic body elections. A senior Congress leader in Maharashtra died after being stabbed inside a mosque in Akola district, triggering shock and grief across political circles. Now, in Sambhajinagar, the AIMIM is facing internal turmoil as two factions of the party clashed violently over the internal disagreements. The scuffle reportedly broke out due to disputes over ticket distribution, with several local party leaders expressing their anger against a senior leader, Imtiaz Jalil. Police rushed to the scene to control the situation and used mild bait-in charges to disperse the crowd. And during the clash, there was even an attempt to attack Imtiaz Jalil, highlighting the intensity of the internal feud. Currently, both factions have approached the local police station to lodge formal complaints. Authorities are investigating the matter as tensions within the party continue to simmer. The incident reflects a rising unrest within AIMIM at the local level, just ahead of the upcoming elections. Now, the political row inside the Delhi Assembly has intensified, with Delhi Minister Manjinder Singh Sirsa escalating his attack on the leader of the opposition and former Delhi Chief Minister Atishi Marlena over her alleged remarks on Sikh religion. Speaking to the media, Sirsa alleged that Atishi did not utter a single word of respect during the Assembly discussion and instead made what he described as disrespectful comments. He said that the issue has now drawn a strong reaction from the Sikh community, with members of the Delhi Sikh Gurudwara Management Committee and other Sikh organizations submitting a written complaint to the Chief Minister demanding strict action. Sirsa said a formal letter has also been sent to the Assembly Speaker, listing 3 demands: cancellation of Atishi's Assembly membership, registration of a criminal case against her, and her arrest.
ये लिखित रूप में पत्र दिया है कि आतिशी जी के ऊपर में जो उन्होंने कृत्य किया है, इसको गंभीरता से लेते हुए उनकी सदस्यता को रद्द किया जाना चाहिए और इसको टाइम बाउंड करना चाहिए। तो ये कॉपी इसकी लेटर की हम आपको दे देंगे और हम चाहते हैं कि स्पीकर महोदय और ना केवल ये सदन बल्कि देश का हर नागरिक इस बात से पीड़ित है, इस बात से आहत है। हमें चोट लगी है कि देश की अखंडता को मजबूत करने के लिए हमारे गुरुओं ने पूरे परिवार के सहित शहादत दी और आम आदमी पार्टी की नेता, सदन की विपक्ष की नेता आतिशी द्वारा जो मजाक उड़ाया गया, और ना मजाक उड़ाया गया बल्कि इतने अपशब्द कहे जो हम ये लेटर में भी नहीं लिख पा रहे थे, इसलिए हमने कल के पूरे एक एक शब्द का जो था उन्होंने कहा था उसकी कॉपी अटैच करके स्पीकर महोदय को दी है और हमें उम्मीद है कि आतिशी जी की सदस्यता रद्द होगी।
कि दिल्ली विधानसभा में कल गुरु तेग बहादुर जी की शहादत, वीर साहबजादों की शहादत पर पूरा सदन उन्हें नमन कर रहा था और ऐसे गंभीर विषय पर जिस तरह की टिप्पणी आतिशी मार लेने ने की वो मुझे लगता है अभद्रता है और आचरण के विरुद्ध है और विपक्ष के नेता को उस आचरण का पालन करना चाहिए था। लेकिन मुझे हैरानी इस बात की है कि पिछले 4 महीने से वो दिल्ली से लापता थी। उनको दिल्ली की किसी भी समस्या से कोई सरोकार नहीं था और आज जब दिल्ली विधानसभा का सत्र चल रहा है, विपक्ष के नेता के रूप में उनका दायित्व था कि वो वहां दिल्ली के विषयों को लेकर सार्थक चर्चा करती और दिल्ली की आवाज बनती। लेकिन आज भी जो मेरी जानकारी है वो उड़कर गोवा फुर हो गई है। तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं को दिल्ली या दिल्ली की समस्याओं या दिल्ली के किसी भी उससे लेना देना नहीं है। इनको सिर्फ अपने जो साधन बटोरने का जो इनका सिस्टम है अरविंद केजरीवाल का, इनका केंद्र उस तरफ ही रहता है।
The controversy comes against the backdrop of the ongoing clashes in the assembly over air pollution, but it has now turned into a high-voltage religious and political confrontation, with pressure mounting on the speaker to act and release the video footage of the alleged remarks. The court-mandated anti-encroachment drive in Old Delhi's Turkman Gate area has led to several arrests after stone pelting was carried out, where several police officers were injured. Now, as far as 8 people were detained as tension flared in Old Delhi following a midnight anti-encroachment drive carried out by civic authorities with heavy police deployment near Ram Leela Maidan and Turkman Gate. Among those taken into custody are 6 individuals accused of directly attacking police personnel during stone pelting, while 2 others were detained for allegedly circulating provocative videos and audio messages on WhatsApp to incite the crowd, according to the Delhi police sources. Meanwhile, a video confirming the presence of Samajwadi Party MP Mohibullah Nadwi at the site has surfaced. Now, Nadwi, who is also the Imam of the Parliament Street Mosque, is accused of instigating the crowd and forcefully entering the demolition zone during the operation. Police officials have confirmed that the MP will be questioned in connection with the incident. The incident unfolded in the early hours of Wednesday when the Municipal Corporation of Delhi launched a court-mandated anti-encroachment drive near the Faiz-e-Ilahi Masjid area. The demolition, originally scheduled for 8 in the morning, was advanced to around 1:30 a.m. with officials citing security and logistical reasons. And as per the operation progressed, sections of the crowd attempted to disrupt the demolition by pelting stones at the police personnel deployed at the site. Law enforcement agencies responded with the controlled use of tear gas to disperse the mob and prevent any escalation. Senior police officials later stated that the situation was brought under control swiftly and normalcy was restored. Security in the area was subsequently tightened as a precaution, and authorities clarified that no documentary proof of ownership or lawful possession was submitted by either the managing committee or the Delhi Waqf Board for the encroached land. Delhi police are identifying those involved in the violence during the body cam footage and CCTV visuals, and officials confirmed that the FIR will be registered.
कोई भी पॉसिबिलिटी रूल आउट नहीं कर सकते। जिस किस्म की दिल्ली पुलिस की तैयारी थी उसी के चलते ये सारी जो ये प्रोटेस्ट कम ये जो पत्थरबाजी हुई है उसको 2-3 मिनट में ही उनको पत्थरबाजी को खदेड़ दिया गया। उनमें से 5 गिरफ्तार कर लिए गए हैं, बाकियों की भी इमेजेस हमारे सामने आ गई हैं और उनको भी दिल्ली पुलिस जल्द गिरफ्तार कर। नागरिक सुरक्षा समिति और अमन कमेटी की मीटिंग्स में काफी अच्छा कोऑपरेशन रहा। मैं ये बताना चाहूंगा ये केवल कुछ ही शरारती तत्व आए जिन्होंने इस प्रोसेस में हिंड्रेंस डालने की कोशिश करी और जल्दी उनको काबू भी कर लिया गया। उनमें से कुछ लोगों को गिरफ्तार भी कर लिया गया और उनकी इमेजेस हमारे पास हैं, बाकियों को भी हम पकड़ेंगे।
Illegal encroachments around the Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque near the Ramlila ground in the Turkman Gate area in the national capital was removed late in the night. And on your screen you can see the bulldozers are still on the work. They are removing the debris and the operation was carried out in the early hours of Wednesday with around 17 bulldozers deployed to clear the encroachments. At least 5 police officers have sustained minor injuries in the incident. Now an FIR has been filed in the case and 5 people have been identified and detained so far. The Delhi police said that the identification of others involved in the stone pelting is underway and they will be identified using body camera footage from the police officers and also footage from the nearby CCTV cameras. Meanwhile, demolition began. When the demolition began, a large number of people had gathered near the area. Now, the demolition drive, the anti-encroachment drive began by the MCD on the guidelines of the Delhi High Court by a division bench, which in fact had given an order that the encroachment needs to be removed around the area of Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque here in the national capital. Meanwhile, there were several commercial buildings, a banquet hall, a dispensary, which has been removed last night. Now the situation became tense when a large amount of people started gathering and when they breached the barricade and started pelting stones on the Delhi police. Now 5 of the Delhi police personnel have sustained minor injuries, but so far what we are getting is that 5 people have been identified and detained. Meanwhile, the Delhi police says that around 20 to 25 people were involved in the stone pelting and they will be nabbed very soon. Meanwhile, heavy security deployment could be seen in and around the Turkman Gate area. Every single roads has been completely blocked. The Rapid Action Force, the Delhi Police personnel, the CRPF, all are on ground. In fact, the Rapid Action Force is also visiting every single lane in the area to make sure that the law and order situation is on ground. But what is important to note that before the anti-encroachment drive was carried out by the MCD, before that several meetings in fact had taken place between the MCD officials and people from the Aman committee to make sure that when the anti-encroachment drive began, no untoward incident happens. But yesterday, there was stone pelting on the Delhi police. The anti-encroachment drive was carried around at 1 p.m. in the night. But at that particular time, the situation became tense when a group of people breached the barricade and started pelting stones on the Delhi police. With video journalist Pratap, this is Sabyasachi Roy Chaudhary for News 9.
Now, the authorities maintain that the demolition drive was fully in compliance with judicial directions, even as the situation in the area continues to remain sensitive.
भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है और जो मस्जिद के इर्द गिर्द जो व्यावसायिक प्रतिष्ठान बने थे उनके खिलाफ कोर्ट का निर्देश था। उस कोर्ट के निर्देश पर ये कार्रवाई हुई है। इस कार्रवाई पर रोकना, कानून सम्मत तरीके से हो रही कार्रवाई को रोकना गलत है। दोषियों को दंडित किया जाएगा और जो कुछ दोषियों को गिरफ्तार भी किया गया है।
वो जमीन जो है 123 प्रॉपर्टी में आती है और ये तुर्कमान गेट का मसला है और ये मस्जिद है। मस्जिद के बराबर में जो ज़मीन है वहाँ पर किसी टाइम में जगह थी और वो वक्फ की ज़मीन है। जो 123 प्रॉपर्टी है, 123 प्रॉपर्टी का ये हिस्सा है, गलत तरीके से तोड़ा गया और ऐसे ही ये लोग पूरे मुल्क के माहौल को ख़राब करना चाहते हैं, दिल्ली के माहौल को ख़राब करना चाहते हैं। कोई भी एक आदमी आता है और ये कहता है कि ये जो है मस्जिद बराबर में, मस्जिद के बराबर में, या मस्जिद अवैध बना रखी है, ईदगाह अवैध बना रखी है, और उसको एमसीडी तोड़ देती है।
अगर एमसीडी इसको एक सतत रूप से जहां भी दिक्कत है, जहां भी इलीगल इंक्रोचमेंट है, सब जगह इसको हटाकर सार्वजनिक सुविधाओं को बेहतर करने की बात कर रही है, तो ठीक है, चलिए फिर उसको दिखना चाहिए, क्योंकि बहुत सी ऐसी जगह हैं जहां लोगों ने इंक्रोच करके दिक्कत की है। कभी कभी दिक्कत क्या हो जाती है कि जो बीजेपी की सरकारें हैं उसमें ऐसा लगता है कि वो किसी विशेष धर्म को या विशेष चीज़ों को लेकर थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा उसमें एक्टिव दिखती है। अब मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ इसमें क्या केस है क्या नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर आप बता रहे हैं हाईकोर्ट का रूलिंग है तो होना चाहिए, लेकिन मैं इतना भी आपके माध्यम से लोगों से कहूँगा कि अगर कोई सरकारी दस्ता अपना काम करने आ रहा है तो आप ठीक है उनसे बात करिए, कोशिश करिए, आप लीगल तरीके ढूंढने की कोशिश करिए, लेकिन ये सरकारी लोग हैं, ये हुक्म पर चलते हैं, ये कोई अपने मनमानी से नहीं काम करते हैं। अगर कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है या एमसीडी का उनका ऑर्डर है तो वो तो अपना काम करेंगे, उनके साथ कोई किसी भी तरीके की हिंसा करना ये अपने में उचित नहीं है।